Hey guys, and welcome back to River Miniatures. Obviously I'm in this city again, so I am house sitting and I'm setting myself another challenge. So let me set the scene for you for this one. Imagine a friend is finally going to come down and play the latest kill team with you. However, you have not painted the miniatures, you've not even put them together yet. You've decided to take a sick day and see if you can get them built before he comes. So I'm giving myself 48 hours to get this done and get it built, get it all painted. So you've probably seen me build a bunch of miniatures and there should be a painting video out, but I've never done building and painting miniatures. So yeah, this is a first for me, but enjoy the video and I hope it turns out alright.
Alright guys, welcome back and thank you for joining me for another video. So first up we got these beautiful art cards. Really love that they put these in here. They always get like a bit damaged though, which sucks. But strangely enough, this one in the front is actually slightly smaller than the other one, which is really weird. Never seen that before. So I cannot tell you how big of a relief this is to finally be building these. I've had this box for quite a while. I think I got it for a really good price. Like, if I remember correctly, it was around like just over 100. So yeah, really good price. And I did not expect this many building pieces. This is a lot of building pieces. Yeah, that was a little bit of a surprise going into this. We got all the tokens and that of course as well, and then we've actually got mats, like cardboard mats, so way better than the stupid paper ones that they've been giving us for ages. Really nice ruler as well, but anyway, that's the box.
Alright guys, it is currently 9:52, so let's get into it and get this started.
So jumping straight into it, I started with the gene stealers. I've actually put them together before, so I thought maybe it'd be quicker. I don't think it was any quicker though, but yeah, gene stealers I really like. I think they're one of the better factions that they've put out, and it's definitely a recent faction that they've kind of put out. Can't remember what year, but yeah, it was fairly recent I think. But yeah, I really like them. I've got the starter kit for the gene stealers, the start collecting box, and I really want to make them like an Australian Red Desert theme, kind of like my Space Dingoes or my Necrons that I did. Obviously, you know, they're really going to work well with that Mad Max sort of look, but that is too much work for these guys. These guys are just getting the stock standard default box art painting. So if you know me, you know that I'm always watching something on the side while I'm doing one of these challenges, and this time I'm watching Bleach. Season 4 has been an absolute slog. I absolutely hate the filler, and if you look at this scene, I reckon the artwork's like even gone downhill. Like, look at that, it's just trash. But man, it is, yeah, it is a slog to get through it. I'm pretty sure I may have actually switched to something else part of the way through this challenge, because I don't remember watching that much of Bleach actually, and I probably would have gotten through season 4 if I had stuck with it. But you know, while I'm torturing myself here building miniatures, sometimes it's nice to have something you actually want to watch on the side. But yeah, man, Bleach, please. Well, it'll be fine once I get out of season 4. At this point I got the gene stealers done. Unfortunately, I don't know what point that is. As you'll see later on, I actually bring in my phone and like kind of timestamp when I'm getting these done, so you can kind of guess how many hours have gone past. So anyway, we're on to the Adeptus Mechanicus. I actually haven't put any of these figures together before, like no Adeptus Mechanicus, but yeah, I really like them. I think they're another interesting faction that they've kind of put out recently, and you can see Cleo there, she joined me for a minute. Another interesting thing that I think is interesting, they actually made the plastic red, so it's actually both a hindrance and kind of good, because if you just get them out of the box you can obviously glue them together and then play with somebody, and one plastic is in a different color. But I find it interesting that the gene stealer's just got the sort of default grey, or it might be a slightly lighter grey. Currently 3:30. I think this may have taken longer than it probably needed to take. So yeah, 3:30. Probably noticed I'm pretty disappointed at that. I didn't think it would take like, what's that, around 5 hours to kind of get just the miniatures done. I really thought it would only take 2 hours and then I'd be onto the buildings like you can see now. And my goodness, there are a lot of buildings. I don't think there has been a kill team. There's probably definitely a box that's got more building parts, but there's definitely not like a kill team or like a battle pack that has more buildings than this part. So while I appreciate the buildings, it certainly takes up quite a lot of time getting them together. And I'm going to show you some of the different things here. So obviously you got to get this off so it'll sit flat. I always like to make sure that they're nice and neat and tidy. This was a bit weird in my opinion. They got all those details in there and it tells you to just glue this over the top, so you won't even see that. Yeah, real weird. This was probably the weirdest that I've seen though. So these pieces go in there like that, and they tell you to cut these skulls off the top. Like, these skulls are really cool, but obviously they don't fit into where they're meant to go with those on there, so they just tell you to cut them off. Yeah, I don't know if anybody else has had any weird sort of building parts like that or anything, but feel free to let me know down in the comments. I always like finding out like these weird things that happen sometimes, but you know, it's not a big problem. I just think that it's, yeah, interesting really. It is currently 5:05, so I was hoping I'd probably get a little bit more done than what I have here. Fortunately, we still have like all of this to go, and a lot of more building pieces as well, and still like heaps, I assume, because the book's still like pretty thick. I was hoping to get it done and go spray these. I think I might be able to still get it done. I'm just going to go out for dinner, and then yeah, hopefully I'll get it done and hopefully I'll be able to spray it today. I really wonder what I was going out for dinner for. Like, because I said I was going out, I wasn't just going to go have dinner. So yeah, I wonder where I was going or what I was eating. But anyway, I can't remember, but you can see that we've kind of got this big building piece underway now. And yeah, I was working really fast because I wanted to get them sprayed while the light was still up. Alright guys, so I just finished up. It has just hit almost 8:15, so I think that's pretty good effort. I am pretty exhausted though. That was quite long. I only took, yeah, like a half-hour break for lunch and a half-hour break for dinner, and that's been it. But I've been using these clippers all day, yeah, and I cut my thumb again. But you can see, well, I think the camera will pick it up. I've got like a welt on my hand from using the snippers all day, from going like that all day. So yeah, that'll probably bruise tomorrow, but yeah, we got it done. I think there's just enough light outside that I'm going to be able to spray this. So as you can see, I did get them sprayed. The Gene Steelers look awesome. However, I ran out of spray for these guys, so they don't look nearly as good. But yeah, that meant I just had to paint them. But anyway, I'm doing the color schemes of the Gene Steelers in this color. I just didn't want to think about it, and while I do want to do a red desert theme, I can't at the moment, and these ones I'm kind of going to keep them separate from my main sort of armies anyway. But the Adeptus Mechanicus, I'm actually doing something that I thought up a while ago, which is like a green and gold, which you'll see in a minute. But yeah, here I'm just painting them up. I'm sticking pretty closely to the box art. I kind of really like the idea of the Gene Steelers just being like, you know, your average person until they kind of get infected. So I'm giving them sort of like these blue overalls looks, and yeah, not really going into too many unique colors, and then just giving them a white suit to kind of tie it all together. So this is me just painting up the captain here, and you can actually see me filming the footage that we just watched. But I always like to do a test model just to make sure everything's going to work, or things that didn't work, so you can make mistakes now and then you won't make them again. Just gone 12:30, so I'm going to call it a night. This was kind of my test model. I wanted to see how all the colours are working. He's still not done yet. These are the other ones. I've got the blue and red on them. And then our Adeptus Mechanicus still don't have any colours, and I'm just going to have to paint over them in the morning, I think. Make sure they have a good coat on them. But anyway, I'm going to call it a night. So this is where I left it last night. This is day 2. And it's just hit 10 o'clock. So we're a little behind, but I'm confident. Alright, so straight back into it. Obviously I'm painting up the Gene Stealers first. Really I should have put a coat on the Adeptus Mechanicus like as soon as I got up, but I completely forgot about it. But anyway, so I do want to apologise for the video being like a bit more choppier than usual. I was using a different camera, the silver one that you can sometimes see on the screen. I was using that for the like in-person stuff that you've seen, and some of the footage from that is like really bad. Like I know a couple of them are at least like not as good as they should be, so I do apologize for that. I was just using a camera that I'm not used to, and also it would cut off when I hit the like end record. It would cut off like the last couple of seconds, so that's why everything's kind of a little bit choppy, which yeah, it really sucks. So I just apologize for that. I hope you can still enjoy the video. We've also got Cleo coming up, so keep an eye out for her. There she is. Yeah, it's nice when she wants a cuddle, but yeah, she doesn't jump on the table when I'm doing miniatures. Pretty much any other time, eating, I don't know, reading a book or whatever, she'll jump on the table, but not when I'm doing miniatures, so at least she knows not to do that. So I thought I'd just show you how I'm painting them. I'm just using a bleach bone base and then doing a white over the top and then a dark ink. So just, yeah, really quick to get them all done, and I think it looks quite effective. Obviously I am going to go back at some point and like clean these up and make them look a lot better, but we just need them to look a little bit more than passable right now. Alright guys, it has just gone 12 and we've almost got these done. I still got to do the skin and a couple of other things, but they'll basically be like this. So I think that's acceptable. I'm probably going to do a few more details on them, but yeah, I'm pretty confident that we're going to get these done. So I thought I'd show you guys this. This is really disappointing, and it's something that's kind of been happening a little too often. This is a brand new Necron compound, and it's completely dry. Now, I feel like I should be checking it at the shop, but as you can see, yeah, completely dry. Like a little bit is getting on my brush, but it's completely gone. Like I can't use this. So we're using my new favorite, which is Runefang. I feel like it pretty much does the same job, and I haven't had a problem with it like drying up like I have with Necron compound, but that's been 2 Necron compounds that I've gotten that have been completely dried up. The first time they actually replaced it, but yeah, I just completely forgot to check it before I left. So yeah, I mean, it isn't on my fault, but really I shouldn't have to check it anyway. But as you can see, the Gene Stealers are coming along quite well. We're just doing the ink wash here, and I'm just going to put that over everything, and then we'll do their skin and they'll be pretty good. For their skin, I'm just mixing up some skin tone and purple and white to kind of give them that sort of alien looking skin, if you know what I mean. So basically like human skin, but a bit paler and a little bit of purple in there, and I think it works really well. I think it contrasts with the white and blue like really well, so yeah, it's a really good color scheme. So here for the like shoulder lights flashlight thing, I'm just doing this color. It is in the background, but I have no idea how to pronounce it, but I've had this color for like ages, so it's kind of nice to actually use it on something, and I just didn't want to do like a default kind of light color. Thought I'd do something a bit different. And then we're just adding some gold to the gold pieces, and then these guys are going to be pretty much done. I say that and then I totally forgot that I used this Goblin green. So I have had this for like absolute years and it's never dried up. So Warhammer, you know, you need to get on it, you need to change something please. But I just use this as the chords, and some of the other chords I did red as well. Probably didn't need to go into sort of these finer details on these figures because I am looking just to get them done, but yeah, I did do it, so yeah. Alright guys, so it is just about to go 4 o'clock. I feel like I'm behind now. I've decided to leave these guys as they are now. I feel like they're definitely playable. They look reasonably good, some of them more than others. But I think, yeah, they're playable, they're reasonably good. There's just a lot of little details that I would like to go and do, but yeah, we're not going to, just for time's sake. I'm going to move on to the Adeptus Mechanicus now, because yeah, I feel like I'm pushing it now. I was confident before, not so confident now. So I did end up doing another black coat over them at some point, and these guys, I knew how I wanted to paint them. So first up, we're just doing a dry brush of the Runefang, because obviously we don't have any Necron compound, or it would be that. And then I'm giving them a coat with the Goblin green. So yeah, man, I love this color. Like, oh man, it just looks so good. Like, again, Warhammer, please, like, I don't know, do something different. Like, this Goblin green looks like absolutely amazing. Alright guys, so this is what we've got done so far. Yeah, feeling like not gonna get it done now. It's just gone, what's that, 10 o'clock. It's just gone 10 o'clock. I decided to order a little pick-me-up so that I have the energy to continue this through the night. So I cannot describe how good that McDonald's was. Like, getting Uber Eats like late at night and McDonald's, man, like there's something really special about it. But yeah, it was just what I needed. So something that I haven't told you about yet is when I first started, I noticed throughout the day like I had a bit of a fever, and I'm like, oh, surely I'm not pushing myself too hard. Like, all I'm doing is sitting here painting miniatures, like I should be fine. I make sure I get up every 50 minutes. So I get up every 50 and have a walk around, do some stretching and push-ups or whatever for 10 minutes, just to make sure, like, you know, body's still moving and all that. Yeah, very important that you obviously do that. But yeah, with this fever, I just assumed that I was probably coming down with COVID again. So yeah, I just kind of pushed through this challenge. The next day, like day 2, I did not feel well at all. So getting that McDonald's was, yeah, a really nice boost. But yeah, usually when you get sick, like, I'd just recommend like just sleeping it off. Like, I am a high advocate of just, if you get sick, just rest it off. Like, get over it as soon as possible so you can get back to doing the things that you want to do. But anyway, I thought, well, I'm just painting miniatures here, I'm sure I'll be fine. So I just kind of pushed through it. But to my surprise, this illness actually lasted a whole week, and then I went to the doctor's and he said that it was an infection. Now, it's nothing serious, so don't worry about it, but he didn't give me any antibiotics, which was really annoying because I still had it for another full week after that. So all up I had it 2 weeks, which yeah, really sucked, and I'm really surprised that he didn't give me any antibiotics. Like, I've never heard of a doctor like not giving it out when you have an infection. But anyway, so I just thought I'd mention that. If I sounded like a bit dreary in the video, because I think I do at some points, and I kind of sound like exhausted as well, that's the reason. So yeah, but anyway, to the video. I am just painting over the Goblin green with Vallejo's Goblin green, I believe it is. Other Goblin green is quite watery, and I feel like the two are just going to work really well together here. So I started going over them with gold after that, and unknowingly I had kind of done the like Australian colours. I really didn't mean to do that, it just sort of happened. But yeah, I think that these colours work really well together, but you be the judge. You let me know in the comments what you think of the colour scheme. So I did them with it's either a light grey or a white pants, and I feel like, yeah, it just all really worked. I'm really happy with the way that they turned out. I can hear in the background of some of these videos that I did not stick with bleach. I remember actually watching, I believe it was Vampire in the Garden on Netflix. It was alright. And then, of course, the classic Office, like, how can I not? Alright guys, so these are pretty much finished. It has just gone to 10 past 1, or 11 past 1 if you'd like. And I'm pretty happy with these. I really like how they turned out. I wasn't sure how the colours would go, but yeah, they have turned out really well. I'm really happy with them. Obviously, they could use some more details and stuff, but I am happy with them, and I think you will agree that these are at a playable state. Unfortunately, we have not got any buildings done, but yeah. So yeah, on to the buildings. I knew that I just really wanted to get a dry brush pretty much over all of these, do some washes and that, do some silver parts, and really I was just going to call it a night. Yeah, I didn't want to spend too much time on them, so you can see me here just dry brushing, just going ham. Yeah, that's basically all I really wanted to do to these. And it was really all I had time for. Alright guys, it is 2:35 AM. I am more than had it. But we've got our gene stealers mostly done. We've got Adeptus Mechanicus mostly done as well. And we even got some building pieces done. So yeah, we've got this big one. Got the floor done. This side isn't done. And I definitely have not done the inside of any of these, but I've kind of just dry brushed most of it. Obviously I'd like to do a lot more work on these, but I think it's adequate. The floor up here is done as well. Yeah, I think that was a pretty good effort for 2 days. Yeah, thought I'd get a little more done. We've still got these pieces here. These, yeah, have only been sprayed and they are not done, but I think overall pretty good effort. What do you guys think? You let me know.
Alright guys, that has been 48 hours to do a single kill team box, so I hope you enjoyed this one. I had a reasonably good time painting them. You know, I said in the video that I was actually sick when I was doing this, but I am really happy with what I got done and the way that they turned out. So, you know, I just encourage anybody else who's got a pile of shame, which I'm sure if you're watching this you probably do, just, you know, give yourself a couple days or something and just smash it out, because you'll be surprised what you can get done. But I do want to apologise as well that I haven't been uploading here as much. I've actually got another YouTube channel where I unbox old figures, mainly from the McFarlane Spawn line. So I spent a lot of time doing that. If you want to check that out as well, I'll leave it down below as well as up above. But I do thank you for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Leave me a like, and if it's your first time here, then please do subscribe. I've still got a huge pile of shame to be painting, so I'll see you guys on the next one.